Kyle Snyder is officially transferring to the Nittany Lions Wrestling Club in a move that is unprecedented. And I want to talk about that. So let's stop stalling and start talking wrestling. What's going on, wrestling fans? If you're new to this channel, I want to make sure that if you're a major wrestling fan, which with news like this you probably are, that you hit that subscribe button down below. Now, Kyle Snyder, of course, Kyle Snyder, the Ohio State Buckeye that graduated last year in 2018, is transferring from the Ohio RTC to the Nittany Lions Wrestling Club. So what does that mean for wrestling, and what is that all about? Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. So Kyle Snyder, the 97-kilogram wrestler, who just wrestled, came back about a month ago from the World Championships in Nur Sultan. He took bronze. Now, he issued a statement. First, I'm going to issue that statement, or talk about that statement, and then I'll get into exactly what he's talking about here. So, Kyle Snyder said in a Twitter statement, on January 1st, 2013, I made the decision to attend Ohio State University and to wrestle for the Buckeyes. If I went back in time knowing what I know now, I would make the exact same choice. I'm so thankful to be a part of Buckeye Nation. Coach Ryan, Terville, Jaggers, all those who helped coach me, I cannot thank enough for the impact you've had in my life. I have a responsibility to my teammates, to my country, and to God to tell myself the truth and act upon that truth. The simple truth is that I need to get better. In order for me to fulfill my obligations as a member of Team USA and as the defending Olympic champ, I must give full effort and take complete responsibility for this process. This decision isn't to suggest that one program is better than the next, but this is taking advantage of additional thinking and incorporating that into my wrestling. Anybody who thinks it's easy to leave your home and go somewhere just to do it is reading this the wrong way. Anything worth pursuing of value is worth the pain endured in the process. I'm speaking to all my fellow brother and sister wrestlers. We all have an obligation to get better as wrestlers and people, and I'm no exception. I take this responsibility as serious as I can. I recognize that in order for me to climb to the pinnacle, I must improve. I've chosen to take advantage of the learning available at the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. God bless Kyle Snyder. So guys, that is what Kyle Snyder had to say on Twitter recently. This is incredible and unprecedented. We see people transfer from different training centers, but Kyle Snyder, of course, being one of the biggest name wrestlers to transfer recently. Now, the reason that he stated, of course, is to improve his wrestling, and I think that's very good of him to want to do that. You know, of course, people see this as Ohio State versus Penn State, Ohio State versus Penn State. Well, guess what? We're all still Team USA, and Kyle Snyder is somebody who just wants to improve his wrestling. Of course, he's learned a lot at Ohio State with the Buckeyes under Tom Ryan. He's learned a lot from all those guys there and guys in the room. But now he's moving to a different technician in Kyle Sanderson and learning from guys in that room. Now, of course, why may this be happening? Well, you know, Kyle Snyder is the defending Olympic champion from 2016, and he's looking to win another Olympic title. Now, he is also a two-time world champion. Then last year he took silver, and this past year in Nur Sultan he took bronze. So it wasn't his finish that he was looking for, but it's the finish that he ended up with this year, and so he's probably looking to improve on that, of course. So he thought, you know, what's a good way to improve? Well, I'm going to change my training partners. Now, the thing is also in USA and with the 6 Olympic weights, Kyle Snyder is going to see some competition with Jaden Cox. And with Jaden Cox probably going to bump up that weight to wrestle Kyle Snyder off at the Olympic team trials next year, he's going to have some competition, of course, because Cox is the 2-time world champion, undefeated, really unscored upon, absolutely incredible wrestler, and it's going to have some tough competition there. So his way to improve is by changing training centers. And I think that this is a phenomenal choice for him. If he's looking to improve, what better way to improve than to go somewhere else? Now, in the Nittany Lions Wrestling Club, in that Penn State room in State College, he's going to have Anthony Gassar to train with, Kyle Connell, of course, Kyle Sanderson, Jake Varner, David Taylor, former world champion, at 86 kilos, even Bo Nickel at 92 kilos. So he just has a lot of different guys that he can expose himself to and train with now in the room. And I think that's going to be huge for Kyle Snyder. Of course, it's going to be great for the Penn State guys who now get Kyle Snyder in the RTC room, but now Kyle Snyder gets to train with them. And I want to ask you guys if you think that this is a interesting move. What do you think about this move? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I personally think it's great for Snyder. I think it's a great way for him to improve his wrestling if that's the way that he wants to go. This is huge, huge news. Now, we'll see what happens at the Olympic team trials next year, if this move ends up helping him out or not. I certainly hope it does, but we'll see him definitely wrestle next April 4th and 5th in his new home of State College, Pennsylvania.